Every single day, you wake up and face a choice, a quiet, invisible decision that most people never consciously make. It's not about what you'll eat, where you'll go, or what you'll do. It's about who you're becoming. You either drift toward the person the world shapes you to be, or you deliberately choose the type of person you want to become. The truth is, life doesn't wait. Time keeps moving, whether you do or not. Every sunrise is a reminder that your story is being written right now. But the question is, who's holding the pen? Are you letting old habits, fears, and distractions write it for you? Or are you ready to take control and start designing your destiny? Deciding the type of person you want to be is not just about goals or achievements. It's about identity. Because you can only rise as high as your self-image allows. If you see yourself as weak, you'll find reasons to quit. If you see yourself as disciplined, you'll find ways to keep going. The mind follows the picture it believes in. So the first step toward transformation is to decide, truly decide, who you are. Maybe you want to be the kind of person who doesn't give up. The kind who wakes up early and pushes through pain. The kind who doesn't need validation, who doesn't chase approval, who stands on principles. Maybe you want to be someone who walks with purpose, who doesn't talk about dreams, but builds them in silence. If that's who you want to be, then stop waiting for motivation. Start acting as if you're already that person. Because repetition shapes identity more than intention ever will. Think about it. Every action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. When you work out, when you read, when you stay focused, you're casting a vote for your stronger self. But when you procrastinate, when you break your promises, when you let comfort win, you're voting for your weaker self. It's not about perfection. It's about direction. Every day, you're either stepping closer to your ideal self or drifting further away. So ask yourself, who do I want to be when things get hard? Who do I want to be when no one's watching? Who do I want to be when everything falls apart? Because the person you become in those moments defines you far more than the person you are when things are easy. You see, deciding who you want to be isn't a one-time moment of clarity. It's a daily battle. Every morning, you wake up to a war between your higher self and your weaker self. The disciplined version of you whispers, "Let's move." The lazy version says, "Stay comfortable." And whichever voice you obey, that's who wins. Every day is a test, and every test builds the identity you'll carry into tomorrow. Maybe you've been stuck for a while. Maybe you've made mistakes, lost focus, or fallen into habits that don't align with the person you want to become. But understand this, identity is not fixed. You are not the same person you were last year, last month, or even yesterday. You can evolve. You can rewrite the story. But first, you must take responsibility for who you are right now. Because no change begins without ownership. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop wishing life was easier. Start becoming stronger. Start thinking like the person you admire. Walk like them. Move like them. Speak like them. Train like them. Because the gap between who you are and who you want to be can only be closed by action. You have to decide that enough is enough. That you're done with mediocrity. That you're done letting comfort steal your potential. That you're done waking up and feeling disconnected from your purpose. There's a version of you, disciplined, fearless, focused, waiting on the other side of your excuses. But that version won't appear until you make the decision to rise. You want to change your life? Then stop focusing on the outcome and start focusing on your identity. Don't say, "I want to be successful." Say, "I am the kind of person who never gives up." Don't say, "I want to be fit." Say, "I'm the type of person who doesn't miss a workout." Don't say, "I want peace." Say, "I'm the type of person who doesn't react, who stays grounded." Words shape your beliefs. Beliefs shape your habits. And your habits build your destiny. So decide. Decide right now, what kind of person do you want to be? Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. Because every minute you hesitate, your old identity tightens its grip. You become what you tolerate. If you tolerate laziness, you become lazy. If you tolerate excuses, you become average. But if you demand greatness from yourself, every day, you become unstoppable. There will be moments when it feels pointless, when you question whether your effort matters. But remember this, transformation happens in silence. Growth is invisible. Discipline is boring. But while others are distracted, while others are comfortable, you are building something inside that they can't see. You're building resilience, clarity, power. You're building the foundation of the person you decided to become. And when the time comes, when the world finally notices your rise, they'll call it sudden. They'll call it luck. But you'll know, it was never luck. It was a decision. A decision you made long ago when no one was watching. When you whispered to yourself, "This is who I choose to be." So, choose now. Choose to rise within. Choose discipline over comfort. Purpose over pleasure. Legacy over mediocrity. Because the truth is, you already know who you're meant to be. Deep down, you've always known. The fire inside you isn't gone, it's waiting. Waiting for you to stop running from your potential. Waiting for you to take full responsibility for your life. Waiting for you to decide. Decide the type of person you want to be, and then prove it with every choice, every action, every breath. Because when you finally make that decision, truly make it, nothing can stop you.